This lunatic, Kevin, oh my God! No, pile driver! God! Well, to end Orton's career there, of course, Cody Rhodes is down as
And well, I'm going to be out a very long time, but the part that kind of breaks my heart the most is there's a good chance that I won't be able to come back.
In a shocking twist that has left WWE fans stunned, Randy Orton, the iconic Viper, suffered a catastrophic injury at the hands of Kevin Owens during a brutal altercation on SmackDown. The attack, which escalated into a full-blown feud between two former allies, was initially intended to reach its explosive peak at Crown Jewel in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. However, the intensity of their rivalry reached dangerous levels even before the match officially began, resulting in a devastating brawl that ended before it could even start. The situation took a horrifying turn when Owens unleashed a banned move, the notorious piledriver, on Orton. This controversial maneuver is feared in wrestling circles due to its high risk, especially to the neck and spine, and the impact left Orton visibly incapacitated. As medics rushed Orton to an ambulance, fans held their breath, hoping for a positive update. The WWE Universe has since been in a state of anxious anticipation, with concerns mounting over the severity of Orton's injuries. Initially, WWE kept fans in the dark, allowing the suspense and worry to grow. Finally, in a statement on their official social media account, the WWE confirmed that Orton had been diagnosed with cervical cord neuropraxia, a serious injury affecting the nerves in his neck. The condition has left Orton's future in wrestling uncertain, as doctors have advised a cautious approach with no guaranteed timetable for his return to the ring. Despite the official diagnosis, many WWE fans and insiders speculate that this injury could be a blend of reality and kayfabe, the scripted element of wrestling used to build dramatic storylines. Some believe WWE might be using the incident to amplify the stakes in the Owens-Orton feud, adding a layer of genuine tension and unpredictability. If Orton were to make a dramatic return after recovering from such a grave injury, it would undoubtedly set the stage for one of the most anticipated comebacks in recent WWE history. For Orton, known for his unrelenting spirit and dedication, this injury is more than just a setback. It's a potential turning point in a career that has seen him rise as one of the most beloved and feared figures in professional wrestling. His signature moves, his persona as the Legend Killer, and his resilience in the ring have cemented his place in WWE lore. Yet this time, even Orton's famed resilience may be tested in ways he never imagined. Reflecting on his career and the impact of this latest injury, Orton shared a heartfelt message with his fans, acknowledging the toll this journey has taken. "This sport has been my life, but right now I have to prioritize my health and my family. I've given everything, but this injury has forced me to confront things I never expected." The sentiment was met with an overwhelming response from fans, colleagues, and
Our first story looks at WWE announces Randy Orton's injury. Now our top story today takes a look at the fallout from WWE's injury angle with Randy Orton and how it appears that the WWE legend is going to be out of action for some time. Orton was taken away in an ambulance on SmackDown this week after his former friend Kevin Owens hit a devastating piledriver on him. Now the piledriver is a banned move in WWE, so this was a huge deal, and WWE have quite rightly portrayed the piledriver as being one of the most dangerous moves there is. In an update on WWE's Resident Viper, WWE took to their socials last night to state, after last night's brutal attack by Kevin Owens on SmackDown, Randy Orton has been diagnosed with a cervical cord neuropraxia. There is no timetable for his return. Now this of course is a kayfabe injury, yet the nature of the kayfabe injury suggests that Orton will be taking time off. It's not exactly clear what the WWE's creative direction is for Orton, however we can assume that Cody Rhodes vs KO Part 2 for Survivor Series is the plan. Some fans on X have theorized that Orton could be returning during the match to potentially cost Owens the WWE title. Now this may be far too soon, as the annual Survivor Series is just a few short weeks away. There were rumors that Orton vs KO would be on the Saturday night's main event card next month, and this would give Orton over a month off to sell the impact of the piledriver. Whilst Orton is locked into a blood feud with Owens, it appears that all roads, pun intended, lead to an eventual Orton vs Rhodes WWE title showdown, potentially at WrestleMania 41 next April. What are your thoughts on WWE handling this storyline? Let us know in the comments.
WWE legends alike, who expressed their admiration for Orton's dedication and sacrifices over his 2-decade-long career. While the WWE Universe hopes for Orton's recovery, the uncertainty surrounding his return has left a void in the roster and has cast a shadow over the future of WWE. If he does come back, it's likely to be with a new sense of purpose and perhaps a shift in his persona from the ruthless Viper to a seasoned, battle-scarred warrior who has faced down life-altering injuries. Randy Orton's departure from WWE is a seismic shift for the wrestling world, marking the end of an extraordinary career that has defined an era and inspired countless fans and aspiring wrestlers. Known as the Apex Predator, Orton's journey in WWE has been a blend of passion, relentless drive, and an unyielding pursuit of greatness. His storied career has seen him face some of WWE's most formidable opponents, from iconic battles with John Cena to epic showdowns with The Undertaker, each match etching Orton's name further into WWE legend. With his sudden retirement, WWE is left with a void that few, if any, could ever hope to fill. From his earliest days in WWE, Orton embodied the spirit of a true competitor. As the youngest WWE World Heavyweight Champion, he quickly earned the respect of his peers and the adoration of fans around the world. His signature move, the RKO, became a hallmark of his career, a move that could strike out of nowhere, reflecting Orton's calculated yet explosive style. Over nearly 2 decades, Orton has given his all to the sport, pushing through injuries and constantly evolving to stay at the top of his game. His clashes with Kevin Owens, his rivalry with Triple H, and his legendary feuds with WWE's biggest stars have solidified his place as one of the greatest of all time. In recent months, friends and insiders within WWE had expressed concerns over Orton's health. Despite his incredible physical conditioning, the wear and tear of a long wrestling career was becoming increasingly apparent. Orton had been advised multiple times to consider stepping back or taking on a less physically demanding role, yet his dedication to wrestling never wavered. He refused to compromise his in-ring performances, always striving to give his fans the intensity they had come to expect. But the recent injury, sustained in a brutal showdown with Kevin Owens, proved to be the final straw. Medical experts diagnosed him with a severe brain injury that posed a direct threat to his quality of life, warning him that any further wrestling could lead to permanent neurological damage. Orton's final decision to step away from the ring was one of the hardest he has ever made. Reflecting on his departure, he shared, "This isn't just about leaving wrestling, it's about living the rest of my life. I want to be there for my children, to see them grow up, and to be healthy enough to experience life beyond the ring." His words reflect a profound change in focus, as he now turns his attention toward his family and a future that, while void of the roar of the crowd, promises the stability and safety he has long placed in jeopardy. The news of Orton's retirement has rippled across the WWE community, with an outpouring of tributes from fellow wrestlers, fans, and industry legends. WWE's social media feeds are filled with posts honoring his contributions and celebrating his legacy. Wrestlers, past and present, have shared memories of working with him, calling him not only a remarkable athlete, but also a true friend and mentor. John Cena, one of Orton's most famous rivals, expressed his admiration, saying, "Randy gave everything he had to this sport. He pushed us all to be better, to work harder, and he leaves behind a legacy that will never be forgotten." Kevin Owens, reflecting on the gravity of their last match, shared his respect, saying, "What happened in that ring, it's a reminder that we put everything on the line. Randy's a legend, and I truly hope he finds peace in this new chapter." The legacy Orton leaves behind is unparalleled, a testament to a career built on resilience, ferocity, and raw talent. Known for his cunning in the ring, he earned the moniker The Viper for his unpredictable and deadly approach, always striking when least expected. He was never afraid to push boundaries, constantly reinventing himself to stay relevant in a sport that demands constant evolution. Orton's retirement serves as a reminder of the harsh realities of professional wrestling, the toll it takes on the body, and the ever-present risks that each performer faces. The injury itself was particularly brutal, described by doctors as one of the most severe they had ever encountered in the sport. The trauma caused by Owens' pile driver, a banned move in many wrestling circuits due to its potential for catastrophic injury, left Orton with symptoms that were life-altering. He reportedly suffered memory lapses, frequent headaches, and moments of disorientation that affected his daily life. The diagnosis came as a shock to Orton, who had prided himself on his physical resilience, having endured countless countless injuries throughout his career. But this time, the stakes were different. Doctors warned that continuing to wrestle could result in irreversible damage, potentially robbing him of his ability to live a healthy, active life with his family. In his message to fans, Orton spoke candidly about the toll his career has taken on him, both physically and emotionally. "I've been through hell in that ring," he admitted, taking hits that would leave most people down for weeks. But this time, something felt different. At some point, you realize that not every fight is worth the risk. His words resonate with fans and wrestlers alike, serving as a sobering reminder of the sacrifices these athletes make for the sport they love. Orton's retirement may mark the end of his in-ring career, but his impact on WWE will endure. For the WWE Universe, this is a moment of bittersweet reflection, a time to celebrate the achievements of a true legend and to honor the memories he created in the ring. Orton's story will live on as one of WWE's most powerful chapters, inspiring future generations to pursue greatness with the same passion and dedication he brought to every match. Though he may no longer be in the spotlight, his legacy as the Apex Predator remains an eternal flame in WWE history, a reminder that even the mightiest warriors must sometimes yield to the realities of life outside the ring. Randy Orton's departure from WWE is a profound void, one that extends beyond just the loss of a skilled competitor in the ring. Orton has been much more than a wrestler. He has been an enduring figure, a legend who pushed the boundaries of athleticism and entertainment, captivating millions across nearly 2 decades. His name is synonymous with WWE's golden moments, his career a collection of legendary feuds, unforgettable matches, and a relentless drive that inspired fans and wrestlers alike. From his epic clashes with John Cena to the unforgettable battles against The Undertaker.
WWE unbans a move. WWE fans are thrilled by what appears to be the return of 2 classics to the squared circle, the piledriver and the use of blood. A tweet by Public Enemy's podcast sums up how the WWE Universe feels about the returns. Piledrivers and blood are back in WWE. The world is healing itself. While many moves make the piledriver look tame by comparison, particularly moves down on the floor or through the table, some fans will give the WWE a pass if it limits the piledriver's use and limits it as a true game changer. Next up,
Orton has left an indelible imprint on WWE history that will echo in the memories of fans for generations to come. Randy Orton's exit symbolizes not just a career milestone, but a seismic shift for WWE as a whole, highlighting the tremendous physical toll that professional wrestling demands. Friends and insiders within WWE had repeatedly urged Orton to consider stepping back or transitioning to a less physically demanding role, but his devotion to his craft was unwavering. His commitment went beyond any conventional boundaries. Orton wanted to give fans everything he had, embodying the fierce and formidable persona they adored. Now, however, he faces an uncertain future, focusing on his health, his family, and a life away from the lights and fervor of the WWE stage. Reflecting on this difficult choice, Orton shared, "This isn't just about stepping away from wrestling, it's about living the rest of my life. I want to be there for my children, to see them grow up, and to be healthy enough to experience life beyond the ring." As Randy Orton walks away, he leaves behind a legacy that is difficult to overstate. His career has been a testament to grit, dedication, and resilience, a journey defined by a willingness to push beyond his limits and deliver unforgettable moments in the ring. His retirement serves as a stark reminder of the limits all athletes must confront, no matter how invincible they may seem. The wrestling world now stands in bittersweet gratitude, celebrating a man who risked everything for the sport he loved, and in doing so, won the hearts of millions. Orton's legacy will continue to inspire future generations, serving as a reminder that even the mightiest Apex Predator must sometimes yield to the realities of life beyond the ring. For WWE fans, Orton's departure is a moment to honor a true legend whose impact on professional wrestling will endure long after his final match. His story remains a powerful chapter in WWE history, a tale of a warrior who sacrificed everything for the love of the game and left the ring as one of the greatest to ever do it. Randy Orton's legacy is an eternal flame in the annals of wrestling, immortalizing the Apex Predator who gave his all to entertain and inspire his fans. The wrestling world is in more morning, as Randy Orton, the beloved Apex Predator, recently announced his retirement after suffering a devastating brain injury during his last battle with Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel. The news has left fans and WWE legends alike grappling with the abrupt and heart-wrenching reality that an era has come to an end. Orton's career was defined by unmatched athleticism, fierce loyalty to the sport, and an RKO that struck fear into the hearts of opponents and fans alike. The WWE Universe is reeling as tributes pour in from wrestlers past and present, honoring not only Orton's monumental career, but the man behind the legend. To his peers, Orton was more than a formidable opponent. He was a mentor, a friend, and an inspiration. Kevin Owens, reflecting on the gravity of their last match, expressed his sorrow and respect. "It's surreal what happened in that ring. It could have happened to any of us. Randy's a legend, and I truly hope he finds peace in this new chapter." From emerging talents to WWE icons, the flood of tributes reflects the profound impact Orton has had on the wrestling community. Orton's choice to retire was not merely a professional decision, it was a deeply personal one, a concession to the toll that wrestling has taken on his body. For years, Orton fought through pain and injury, putting his body on the line to deliver the performances that fans cherished. Known as the Viper for his unpredictable, explosive style, Orton built a legacy of fearlessness, resilience, and raw talent. Yet even the most tenacious athletes must face their limits, and Randy's brain injury has forced him to confront the painful truth that his passion for wrestling may no longer align with his well-being. The injury itself was a crushing blow, one that medical professionals have described as a rare and severe trauma, rarely seen in professional wrestling. Orton had faced countless physical challenges throughout his career, but this one was different. WWE insiders reported that the injury has resulted in symptoms that are life-altering, memory lapses, intense headaches, and bouts of disorientation that he had never experienced before. Doctors warned that continuing to wrestle would not only jeopardize his career, but also his future quality of life, as further damage could result in severe, irreversible neurological harm. In a candid message to fans, Orton revealed, "I've been through hell in that ring, taken hits that would leave most people down for weeks, but this time, something felt different." At some point, you realize that not every fight is worth the risk. His words resonated deeply, serving as a sobering reminder of the immense risks that wrestlers undertake each time they step into the ring. Orton's retirement, while a tremendous loss for WWE, is also a moment of reflection for the wrestling world, a reminder that behind every great wrestler is a human being who sacrifices more than the audience often realizes. As Orton steps away, WWE now faces the challenge of continuing without one of its most decorated and respected figures. The void he leaves behind is vast, and while new talent will rise, Orton's unique blend of charisma, skill, and grit is irreplaceable. His influence, however, will live on, inspiring the next generation of wrestlers to embody the same passion, dedication, and strength that he displayed throughout his career. Orton's story will forever stand as a testament to the spirit of a warrior who gave his all to the sport he loved. His legacy remains an enduring flame, symbolizing the heights of what can be achieved and the realities that every athlete must one day face. In the hearts of fans and the annals of WWE history, Randy Orton's legacy will never fade, a timeless reminder of the Apex Predator who truly gave everything for his fans. WWE's recent statement honoring Randy Orton's legacy is a testament to the profound respect and admiration the organization holds for one of its most accomplished superstars. With deep sorrow, WWE acknowledged that Orton's career has reached an untimely end, a loss that leaves an irreplaceable void in the wrestling world. Randy Orton's contributions to WWE will remain unmatched, and his presence in the ring will be profoundly missed. The statement read, "His health and well-being are our priority, and we stand behind him fully as he navigates this challenging transition." WWE has committed to providing Orton with full support, from medical care to emotional resources, recognizing that while fans see the thrill and spectacle of wrestling, the sacrifices athletes make often remain unseen. Wrestlers across the WWE universe have also come forward, sharing personal stories of Orton's impact on their careers and lives. WWE star Seth Rollins, reflecting on the mentorship Orton provided, described him as a mentor and a brother. Rollins recounted how, during his early days in WWE, WWE, Orton guided him through the challenging aspects of the industry and taught him what it truly means to be a WWE superstar. He didn't just teach me how to wrestle, Randy taught me how to carry myself, how to respect the sport, and how to give fans everything I had, Rollins said. John Cena, one of Orton's fiercest rivals and closest friends, also paid tribute, saying, "Our battles were legendary, but the friendship we built behind the scenes was even greater. WWE won't be the same without Randy." Cena's words reflect the deep bond he shared with Orton, a friendship that transcended their on-screen rivalries.
Did you know a current WWE legend was close to having a completely different role if he couldn't come back from injury? Randy Orton's long-awaited comeback at Survivor Series last year will go down as one of the great WWE returns. But what if it never happened? Due to a back injury that had built up over time, Randy Orton began an 18-month absence from wrestling in the spring of 2022, and while he was away, there wasn't much positive news, with some reports at the time suggesting that he may have to end his iconic career due to his back injuries. However, he was also open to a very different role if he couldn't come back. In a recent interview, Randy Orton revealed that he would have been eager to continue on with WWE even if his days as an active wrestler had ended. He also said that he'd have become a coach, or a trainer, or even a producer to remain part of the WWE into his retirement. Do you think Randy Orton will make a great coach one day? Let us know in the comments, and like and subscribe for more wrestling content.